Hello guys, welcome to your own YouTube channel Tech Forest. I am Bhavesh, trainer of this entire Sophos training series. In this video, we are going to learn best practices to make our firewall secure. Or you can say that we will learn the things which we should not perform in the firewall. So let's start today's session. Point number one, do not use default port number of firewall. As you can see on a screen, I'm accessing this firewall using a default port number of HTTPS, and any specific port number is not defined here. If we purchase a new firewall, anyone, it comes with the default port number. Like Sophos firewall comes with the port number 4444. So the point is, do not use default or HTTPS port number, because attackers always tries to attack using a default port number or a common port number like 443, port 80, port 22. Let's see how we can set a random port number so that we can make our firewall secure. Go to the administration. Click on admin setting. Here you have an option and you can set any random port number so that you can access your firewall in a secure manner. Suppose if I set 4443 and click on apply, so on a next login I have to use this port number 4443 for firewall login. Here you can see another option, user portal HTTP option. This is for user account. When we will discuss about the captive portal in our upcoming video, then we will talk about the user portal. User portal basically a portal for a normal user from where they can download their VPN configuration and they can check their logs and how much internet they have consumed, and these are the basic things we will discuss in our upcoming video. So let me refresh this page and see. This is showing connection timeout. If we go on another tab and type firewall IP with the port number 4443, now I'm able to access this. So by using this option, you can change settings accordingly. So let's move to our second point, WAN access of firewall. Accessing firewall using a public IP is not a secure way. Let me show you how we can disable it. Click on administration, go to the device access. Here you will find option can be enable or disable using the WAN interface. If you allow from here, then you can log in your firewall using a public internet. Also you can SSH or telnet, but again this is not the recommended way to work. If you are in outside from your local network and you need firewall access, so so that you can work. So best secure way is to use VPN. Here we can create a secure and encrypted path to access firewall. If you allow WAN access to the firewall, so it means you are inviting hackers to play with your network, play with your firewall, because in the few seconds they can make your firewall to not reachable. Here I'll also recommend to block ping reply as well. So let's move to another point. Some of us generally believe that firewall protect us from outside threats, but the reality is network firewall protect us from outside as well as inside threats. Here inside threat means those attacks which are originating from inside network. It could be by any employee, by any guest who is in our local network, or it may be by someone from your IT department who is intentionally doing the wrong thing. Believe me, attacks from insides are more impactful than attacks from outside. So let's discuss some point so that we can safeguard our firewall from such issues. Few minutes back we discussed about one point: do not use default port number. Basically this protect us from internal threats. Let's move to another point and discuss about the internal threat and discuss about how we can mitigate it. Check administrative privilege of all firewall user and never use common admin account. Here you can see who have administrative access on firewall. Go to the authentication, click on a user. Here you can see like Bhavesh having an administrative access. In a profile category you can see administrator. Jack having a security administrative privilege, and if you check on a right top side, I am login with a default ID admin. So here you can see who have administrative privilege. And most important thing, do not use common admin account, because you'll not be able to identify who made the changes. Always use separate accounts for all admins, and by using this report tab you can see who made the changes and what was the changes. In our upcoming videos we will see how to download reports and how we can give a limited privilege to specific administrator. Let's move on another point: login security and password complexity. If you will go on a administration, then admin settings, here you will find you can set login security. This one. You can set session log time, session logout time. Also you can block login after unsuccessful attempts. Apart from this, if you scroll down this page, here you can make it mandatory to use only complex password. And after enabling this option, other administrator cannot set weak passwords. So guys, by using these options, we can safeguard our firewall from unwanted threats. You can also follow these points to your another networking device as well. So this is enough for today's video. See you in a next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. And one more thing, if you are liking my work and learning something new from this video, so as an appreciation, Do not forget to subscribe this channel and like this video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.